Make sure my stuff's up here.
That's you.
That's good. Come on now. Who's speaking? Is it?
It's open.
Yeah.
We're going to show a 2-minute video just in case
Okay.
this summer, then followed by me.
Yeah.
Commission, committee, commission, and power.
Okay.
Like being in school, everybody's quiet.
So, sounds good. So if there's a video, we should probably stand up.
Full professor.
We ready? Good morning, everyone. Morning. Can you hear me in the back? Good morning. We could do better than that. Good morning. Good morning. There you go. It's the first day of school. I would like to appreciate, I just want to say I appreciate all of you for joining us today as we mark this kickoff for our District P-TECH program, especially during the first day of school for our New Brunswick students. I would like to welcome Governor Murphy, our Commissioner of Education, Dr. Repollet, and their team, along with state legislators that are here today, our own New Brunswick Mayor Cahill, Assistant Commissioner Dr. Linda Eno, our Secretary of Higher Education, Ms. Smith-Ellis, our Middlesex County President, Dr. McCormick, and his team that is here with us today, our Board of Education, our community leaders, and our industry partners, CGI, Dell Technologies, Edwards Engineering, Jingoli & Son, and Plygem. And most importantly, I'd like to also recognize IBM, who's here with us today, who actually put this concept together, this program together, that has now not only gone community-wide, has actually gone state and national wide. So thank you to IBM. Without the committed support of these individuals, businesses, and educational institutions, this private and public partnership, we certainly wouldn't be holding this remarkable event today. On behalf of the district, I want to say thank you to everyone. Now, we have several guests today that's going to speak, so I'm going to make sure that my comments are concise. As most of you are aware, P-TECH is an opportunity for our students to participate in a 4 to 6 year program where they have the opportunity to take high school courses as well as earn college credits and graduate or receive an associate's degree within 2 to 4 years at no cost to them. They'll do this all free of charge while also participating in a range of workplace readiness opportunities with our industry partners, and hopefully be the first in line for a job interview. In essence, P-TECH offers our students an unmatched opportunity for academic and career growth. After all, our students have begun to envision themselves as college graduates and highly skilled professionals from the moment they began 9th grade. And I say began because today is not the first day of school for our P-TECH students. They actually began July 1st, and they have been working since then. We had about 40 students who were selected through a lottery system, so everyone had a fair chance. But what impressed me the most was the work that they started to do this summer. And I just want to take a moment to thank the president of Middlesex County and his team, his teachers, his professors who came here each and every day during the summer to work with our students at no cost to the district. So thank you for those resources. I would also like to thank Commissioner Repollet for his guidance and support. The many phone calls just checking on us to make sure we're doing things right, and hopefully I hope we have met your standards. And I also, our Mayor Cahill, you know, he's like a mentor in terms of the wisdom, in terms of what's needed for community. How do we get everyone involved? And if you take a look around us, is evidence to the wisdom that you have shared, Mayor. Thank you so much. So once again, I just want to express my appreciation to all our supporters and partners who have joined us today. I want to thank my team. I would like to thank our board members. I would like to thank New Brunswick P-TECH Steering Committee, and if you notice anyone wearing the little P-TECH, that's the steering committee. Thank you for your work in making sure that this happened. You have created a wondrous opportunity that will echo in the lives of our students for decades. Thank you. What we'll do real quick is we're going to show you just a 2-minute video of some of the work that our students have done, and then we'll follow with comments from our governor, Governor Murphy, then our mayor, Mayor Cahill, followed by Commissioner Repollet and our county superintendent, Kyle Anderson. Thank you.
P-TECH is a program for students to be able to do high school and college at the same time, for students earn their credits, and for free college actually.
P-TECH is a school for engineers. It associates with partners that will give us experience in workplaces.
P-TECH is an opportunity for kids who don't really have an opportunity.
P-TECH is a school for engineers that want to pursue a career towards electrical and mechanical engineering.
For my other school years, I never had to go to school in the summer. P-TECH, the summer bridge was actually really fun. I expected it to be boring, tiring mostly, but it was actually fun. I got to meet new people, learn new things, get to use different things.
New Brunswick P-TECH has been different from the other school years because it's been a different experience coming to a summer program and everything we did. So P-TECH is way different than other schools because it's more focused on engineering, and it's for those who want to pursue engineering. Some of my favorite things so far from P-TECH are like meeting the new people and graphic designs when we did it in the summer program.
The computers, they're actually really good.
One of my favorite experiences in P-TECH was meeting college professors in Middlesex County College.
One of my favorite things was going on a field trip to Rutgers to learn about solar cars and see how they were made.
My hope for the next school year is being able to do different things.
My hope for the school year is that we learn more about engineering.
Pursuing engineering and hope I get my associate's degree. We are P-TECH. We are P-TECH.
We are P-TECH.
We are P-TECH.
Man, that's a tough act to follow. So impressive. Good morning, everybody. As you know, I'm in charge of the weather, so please allow me to divert just for a minute and talk about something serious, and then I'll come back to talking about and celebrating this extraordinary opening today. So we're continuing to track Hurricane Dorian as it continues its slow trek up the East Coast. The latest guidance shows the storm will continue out to sea and will not make landfall in New Jersey when it's in our neighborhood starting late tonight and into tomorrow. That doesn't mean, however, that we won't feel Dorian's impact. Residents in particular along the entire shore from Cape May all the way up to Monmouth, so in particular Cape May County, Atlantic County, Ocean County, and Monmouth County. Those folks should anticipate rain and increased winds, including the potential for gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Along the beaches, we expect to see an elevated rip current risk, and depending exactly on Dorian's track, there may be some spotty minor coastal flooding from onshore flow and possible localized minor beach erosion from elevated surf. Needless to say, in the midst of this, please stay off the beaches. The last thing any of us want is to have to send emergency help into the waters. Additionally, earlier this week, and this is a point of great New Jersey pride, New Jersey's Office of Emergency Management's Task Force 1 Urban Search and Rescue Team deployed 80 personnel, 17 vehicles, and 12 generators to South Carolina and in Georgia in anticipation of Dorian's arrival. They are actively helping in emergency response efforts there. We will continue to stand ready to support response and recovery efforts however we can, and our thoughts are with all who have been in Dorian's path and look at the devastation, in particular in the Bahamas, and our hearts and prayers go out to them. If Dorian has showed us one thing, it is that it is unpredictable and potentially a very dangerous storm. We'll continue to track its movements and keep everyone informed. I and my team are in constant communication with all relevant parties, including and especially our Office of Emergency Management. As always, if you're in doubt about anything, check ready.nj.gov, ready.nj.gov for any important updates and preparedness tips. So thank you for allowing me to get that off my chest. Good morning, everybody. It is an honor to join this all-star cast. I got to the left, our Education Commissioner, more on him in a minute, Dr. Lamont Repillette, one of the great leaders in this state, Mayor Jim Cahill, County Superintendent Kyle Anderson. We've already heard, bless you, New Brunswick Superintendent Dr. Aubrey Johnson, Principal Mike Finelli. Mike, where are you? I lost you. Thank you for helping me. Jennifer and Talia, thank you so much for an extraordinary tour. They walked backward the entire time. It's really impressive. And to them and the other 38 students here, so thrilled to be with you to cut the ribbon on P-TECH in New Brunswick and in New Jersey. Big shout out to the educators here, to the staff, administrators. Thank you so much for everything you've done. And Aubrey already referenced them. It's important to also acknowledge your partners. The industry partners, Edwards Engineering, LLC, Plygem Industry, Gingoli & Sons, CGI, Dell Technologies, Silverline Windows, and the inspiration for P-TECH in New Brunswick and everywhere it has landed, IBM. More on Middlesex County College, Mark, in a minute. So we'll come back to you, but we couldn't be doing this without you as well. This is a big week for New Jersey. First of all, it's a big week for New Brunswick. I said this to Jim, and Jim said this is a typical week in New Brunswick. Not only are we opening P-TECH today, but the Performing Arts Center unveiled itself yesterday. And it's an extraordinary gem, so congratulations. In New Jersey, it's a big week too. First of all, it's back to school week. I don't have to tell you that. It's also the week that New Jersey was rated for the first time ever, we've been number 2 for a long time, as having the best public schools in the entire United States of America. And that was not a rating by a cousin of mine who I slipped a 22. This is from the Education Week Research Center, which has been doing this for 23 years, and New Jersey is the king of the hill. So one more time, let's hear it for public education in New Jersey. Now this confirms what many of us in this room and around the state have known for a long time. Our public schools have long stood among the best in the nation, but now we know they stand atop the entire nation. Our public schools make New Jersey a draw for families all over the world. They are what fuels our communities and our economy. They are centers for innovative instruction led by dedicated and highly qualified educators, where students are prepared not just for graduation, but for their futures. Importantly, what pushed us atop the rankings were our strong core commitments to not just properly investing in our public schools, but also our work to ensure that every child, not just some or even most, but that every child receives an equitable education and an equal chance to succeed long after their days in the classroom have ended. And today, we celebrate this as the students here in New Brunswick join their peers in Burlington City and Patterson, our other P-TECH high schools, in starting on their journeys to a strong, specialized, and STEM-intensive public education that will lay a direct path to a college and a career. Our 3 trailblazing P-TECH high schools are joining more than 110 other schools across the country and around the world that are preparing their students for the jobs of tomorrow and graduating students into good-paying careers. I am proud of the work and initiative of our administration to bring P-TECH to New Jersey. P-TECH fits our vision precisely for the future of our state, a future fueled by innovation. Today is a ribbon cutting, which is great, but let's look forward to what awaits these students at graduation. Not only are they going to leave here with their high school diplomas, they will concurrently receive no-cost associate degrees in a high-growth STEM field while gaining practical workplace experience and valuable credentials. When I talk with leaders of innovative companies looking at New Jersey as a place where they may want to set their roots, the number one thing consistently that they ask about is our talent pipeline. They want to come to a place where the workforce is ready for the challenges posed by an innovative and dynamic workplace. With P-TECH, they will see that we are filling our pipeline with tremendous and, importantly, diverse talent, building upon the highly skilled and educated workforce that has been our hallmark and which is ready to make us the global leader in emerging advanced industries. I'm also pleased, Lamont, with your blessing, to announce that the Department of Education is looking for 2 additional districts, one in North Jersey and one in South Jersey, to implement the P-TECH model. Eligible districts have the opportunity, I believe this is hot off the press, isn't it today? We're making news here, folks. Everybody pay attention. Eligible districts will have the opportunity to apply for one of 2 $200,000 grants to offer this innovative STEM dual enrollment program to their own students. This is how we reclaim our historic position as the world's home for innovation and technology, where game-changing and world-changing companies will want to come and help us write our future. And we are writing the first lines of that future right here. By the way, I'm headed to India a week from tomorrow, almost exclusively to talk about the innovation economy in New Jersey and to further what is already a deep relationship between India and New Jersey at many levels. In this case, in business and in education, but across culture, education more generally, small and large businesses. And it's going to be the main theme of our message, that this is the state of innovation. Again, I thank the New Brunswick Public Schools, and again, I want to give a shout out in particular to Middlesex County College, in particular Dr. Mark McCormick, who's with us, and his team. You are, of all the partners, you've got some extraordinary industry partners, but this could not happen without you and your team. We had a great time visiting you a couple of weeks ago. It's great to be back with you, Mark. And I want to, again, take my hat off to you and your team, as well as all of the industry partners, for stepping up to be one of our pioneering P-TECH locations. It's not many states in the nation where the Commissioner of Education and the Secretary of Higher Education have the working relationship and think of themselves in one educational mindset as these two and their teams do. So, Lamont, we're going to hear from you, but I want to give a shout out to Dr. Zakiya Smith-Ellis, not 8 feet in front of me, for all that you do for higher education in the state. And again, I thank all of the students, each and every one of the 40 extraordinary 9th graders. I want to thank the educators, and I want to thank, again, everybody for being part of this exciting and groundbreaking program. I cannot wait to come back and see how all the students grow and advance, and to watch your futures take shape. And always remember that they are taking shape in the best state for public education in the entire United States of America. So good luck and congratulations to you all. It is now my honor. You know, some folks, I get this, by the way, I've been in office for 19 or 20 months, and when something succeeds, so for instance, the last couple of months we've set an all-time low unemployment rate in this state, which we're proud of. We're not spiking any footballs, by the way. We have a lot of work still ahead of us. But some folks can't resist and say, yeah, you're just living off the work of the last guy, right? You hear that a lot in politics. It is impossible, as I introduced the mayor of New Brunswick, for anyone to assert that anything happening this week, last week, last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that he was living off the success of his predecessor, who was also a great mayor. But this is a singular leader in this state. It's my honor to bring up the mayor of New Brunswick, the one and only Jim Cahill. I'm very envious of that.
The downside is you get blamed for everything that's happened in the last 29 years. So it is great to join you, to be with our Councilman Kevin Egan, who's with us today. And it's exciting as we kick off not only the first day of school, but we celebrate the very first class of students who have embarked on what's truly a unique journey. You know, our P-TECH students have already been hard at work, as Superintendent Johnson has indicated, with their summer bridge program. But P-TECH, I believe, is a revolution in learning that will change the way that we all look at education. Its concept is as simple as it is practical. With an integrated curriculum of both high school and college courses, combined with real workforce experience, students develop the skills and training necessary to compete in the job market of the future. I think P-TECH's mission statement says it best: prepare, empower, inspire. Our students are paired with passionate instructors ready to prepare the next generation of leaders in their respective fields, helping our city, our state, and our nation remain competitive on a global level and ready to meet the ever-changing demands of tomorrow. So I'm thankful and excited to the governor and to the state of New Jersey that New Brunswick is one of the very first 3 districts in our state to be able to offer the P-TECH curriculum, and I'm confident that it will expand to other regions as well based upon the success that this special place will enjoy. So Governor Murphy, thank you. Thank you for your steadfast commitment to education at all levels here in the state of New Jersey. There is no doubt as to why New Jersey is now #1 in public schools, and thank you for your efforts on that and for your efforts to prepare our students for what I've heard you often refer to, and aptly so, new-collar jobs. So thank you. The success of P-TECH is also the direct result of the engagement of fantastic industrial and educational partners. So I'd like to express our gratitude to Middlesex County College and to Dr. McCormick. I am an alumnus of that. My bride's an alumnus of that. We are proud Blue Colts. And of course, to all of the industrial partners that the governor had mentioned, it is what you have done, it is your contributions to the success of this program, which will be legions ahead of everyone else. To our Board of Education, to Superintendent Johnson and all your terrific staff, the design and the implementation of this specialized curriculum and the transformation of this actual learning space itself is truly remarkable. Thank you once again for the exceptional work that you always do on behalf of our young people. And best wishes to all of you and to the parents, the teachers, the instructors, and all who played a role in the development of the P-TECH program. And to our students, may you enjoy great success along the path to become the next generation of problem solvers, critical thinkers, and leaders. Congratulations to all.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year for our students and educators throughout the state of New Jersey. Governor Murphy. Before I begin, I just want to really mention something. Governor Murphy, stronger and fair New Jersey. He mentioned Dr. Smith Ellis here, the Secretary of Higher Education, challenged us to create an innovative educational system from P to 16. So we sat in many meetings and discussed this, and today I turned to the governor and said, this is a manifestation of your vision, to be able to have higher education, industry-level partners, and Department of Education and public schools to create P-TECH, to create an environment where our students will not only receive the strong education, but the fair piece. We have our students now concentrating on STEM fields that will prepare the talent pipeline, as the governor mentions, to create an innovative state in New Jersey. So I just want to give a shout out to the governor for having that stronger and fair vision. So Governor Murphy, thank you very much for that. I mentioned Dr. Smith-Ellis, Superintendent Johnson, Mayor Cahill, County Superintendent Anderson, Principal Finelli, more importantly, students, teachers, and our guests and stakeholders throughout the state of New Jersey. I can't think of a better way to kick off the new school year than being here today with this ribbon cutting ceremony. So we're going to celebrate 40 students that will go through a program designed for them to succeed, designed for them to have post-secondary success. And that's what the education that Governor Murphy visioned for our students to have that success. The P-TECH initiative, announced last November, is providing a tremendous opportunity for dozens of students to earn a high school degree, college diploma, and value industry experience in an in-demand STEM pathway. New Brunswick Public Schools' motto is to prepare, empower, and inspire. The P-TECH program celebrates those values by preparing students for new collar careers in New Jersey's innovative economy. As many of you know, P-TECH, or Pathway in Technology Early High School, Early College High School, is a comprehensive model designed by IBM, in which program participants simultaneously earn a high school diploma and associate's degree in a competitive STEM field. In addition, they gain workplace experience through internships and mentorships. In addition to New Brunswick, students in Paterson and Burlington City will also benefit from P-TECH programs launched this year. For many students, STEM and career technical education courses, affectionately known as CTE, are their first exposure to fulfilling and rewarding careers in New Jersey's key industries. These programs not only help students earn college credits while in high school, they deliver real-world skills and hands-on experience and a chance to explore meaningful career options. In New Brunswick specifically, students would pair up with partners like Dell Industry, Silverline Windows, Jangoli & Sons, Edwards Engineering and Consulting Service, and CGI and others, and also Middlesex County College. Students, this message for you. Through your teachers, professors, industry partners, I know you'll develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills that you'll need to prepare for careers in college and in careers in college and in high school. Best of luck during your studies and pursuit. I cannot wait to hear about all your successes. I'll definitely be back to visit. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Governor Murphy asked if I wanted to say a few words. After all of the words that they said and spoke very eloquently, I will keep it brief and keep it to a few words. But what I do want to say is there was a movie, when I was on my way over here, there was a movie that I once saw called The Pursuit of Happiness. And it was about a homeless man who had the aptitude to succeed but didn't have the opportunity. His name was Chris Gardner. And Chris shared a cab ride with a stockbroker for Payne Stewart at the time. And he solved the Rubik's Cube in the car. And he asked him, when he got out of the car, he saw a stockbroker and he said, "Where'd you get that car?" And he said, "Well, I'm a stockbroker for this company here." And he knew there, he said, "How do I get into this, and how can I do what you do?" And it was through an opportunity of an internship, an unpaid internship, that he became the most successful intern in that program. And because of that, he went on to be a millionaire and started his own company. And, you know, they made a movie after him. So fast forward to February. The commissioner says, "Kyle, I need you and your team to join us in Brooklyn to visit the P-TECH school in Brooklyn." We went there. It's a school of the students that are, unfortunately, our lowest performing statistically. A lot of African American men, and their chronic absenteeism has been diminished. Their graduation rate has increased. Speaking with the principal here today, Mr. Finelli, also, he said chronic absenteeism already is down, and this summer they had a program in July where they had 95% students that had 100% attendance. So that's fantastic. I took a picture when I was in Brooklyn of a code that was being written by a sophomore student, and I sent it to my wife. My wife was a computer science major and is a coder for ADP, and she's been doing that for 30 years. She replied back to me, I was doing that as a sophomore in college, and this was a sophomore in high school that was doing that. So to the students, I want to say, I know that there are 40 of you, and I'm going to name you the fortunate 40. You have a wonderful opportunity. You've won a lottery. Unlike the Powerball, this is going to pay dividends forever. Well, the Powerball does pay dividends forever too, but the percentages of you winning this lottery are a lot better than those going for the Powerball. But this is also about partnerships. This is about federal and state partnerships. This is about state and department partnerships. And it's about our districts and our partnerships with our county college. I, too, am an alum of Middlesex County College, and I'm very proud to say that I sit on the board, and we have a very esteemed president in Dr. McCormick, and I see one of my board member friends here, Mark Finkelstein, who is also a New Brunswick resident, born and raised. And just so proud of what's going on here in New Brunswick. I do want to congratulate, obviously, Dr. Repillette, Dr. Aubrey Johnson, and Principal Mr. Finelli. You all are sitting on top of just a jewel, and please feel free to have us in and tell us about the success. Middlesex County is very proud of you, and we're here to see this school grow exponentially every year. Thank you.
A group shot, is that? We're in the boss. Where's Mr. Finelli? You want to come up and join us?
Linda? Get your staff.
I see you again.